Sending. Oh, well, we're live on Facebook, and we are live on YouTube, or is it still sending?
Oh, let me check YouTube. Hang on a sec.
Because it says it's still sending over here. Hello?
Yeah, looks like we're live. Yep, we are.
Are we? Oh,
Yep.
perfect. All right. That's
Yeah, but you know what?
Hmm.
There's no messages. No one may be seeing us yet.
Not yet. So we'll just wait a little bit. We wait for people to pop on, but welcome everybody. Thank you for being here.
We got our first person. Hello, Victoria.
So who do we have on the list first?
Well, Wendy.
I know that. But we have Lorraine, Deborah, Janet, James, and Tanika as well.
So if they pop on, they'll be first.
Yeah.
Let's change
Ooh.
this.
You
Oh.
moved that. I don't know what that is. Hi, everyone. So I'm kind of, groggy today. A little bit. Oh.
Oh, where'd it go? Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Oh. So, the energies have been high today. The energies have been massively high this whole week, actually. It's been a crazy ride for a lot of us, and I know that a lot of us are feeling out of touch with ourselves, out of touch with other people, out of touch with the world, out of touch with anything and everything, especially our own heart space. No matter how much, groggy is fun, right? So no matter how much that you're tuned in, no matter what you're doing, shushing your mind, doing all the steps that you have been trained to do to get you back into that neutrality of being in the observance, it kind of feels like that it's been, you could say, difficult in a way, humanly difficult. Because I know for a fact that I've been struggling with that today myself. I'm like super sensitive with the energy, super sensitive with words, kind of like what Candy and I were going through earlier today when we went to the store. We came back, and what was it that happened?
That conversation?
Yeah, I was kind of letting Candy know that I was mentally prepared to go to 2 stores, but we went to a total of 4 stores, or 4 different stops today. And the first 2 was good. I was perfectly fine. But after we went to, of course, we went to the place that should never be gone to, Wally World. Never again do I want to go there.
I think that lives there.
Never again. Seriously. It's like every time we go there, I get zapped of energy. It's like my personality takes a major hit. And I was trying to convey to Candy that whenever we're going live, I really do not want to go out and do things if we're going live that day. And I know you didn't mean it in the way that you said it, but she said, all right, I will not invite you when I go out. And
on Wednesdays.
And in my head, it felt like, fine, I just won't ever invite you. That's the way that it really felt like. My mind took it from it being a level 1 to a level 10 catastrophe.
And you got hurt.
And I got hurt. I really took it personal. Like, I told Candy, okay, the one thing that made me mad is you saying that. I will not invite you. Like, you're a problem. So, I know that a lot of us are going through that motion right now, and that's...
Both sides.
That's what was brought to our attention, is that a lot of us are going through these high vibrational moments, and our mind is switching things up from it being a level 1 to a level 10 catastrophe without it, without it meaning to be that way, but it just does. So, like what the live says, it's steps to victory. How are we going to do that? Well, I still haven't overcome it myself, so I'm still dealing with it.
So this flies under the title "Speaking Your Truth."
Speaking your truth.
Now, how do we speak a truth that we don't know yet exists? For instance, it may not have occurred to him to tell me while we were at Costco that I won't be able to go to any other stores before the live, so we can do it later on or the next day. It may not have even entered his mind.
Oh, it didn't. That's for sure.
And
it did not.
And so we both were in a boat taking out our drill, both of us, and drilling a hole at the bottom of the boat. And then when we realized we were both drilling holes, we were like, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? So now we've got, holes to patch. And we're all finding our steps to victory through this. The thing that Kidd and I want to caution you with is that remember how much you love each other, how much you love yourself. And today, when we got to Wally World, we were waiting for a car to get out of the way so we could go into a parking spot, and some lady came down and looked at us and then went right into the spot. And I went, right? And the team said, remember your kindness. And I went, okay, I'll remember my kindness.
It started when, as soon as we left Costco, you said we need to go to Walmart. That's when it started. As soon as you said we need to go to Walmart.
I thought I said that in the store when they didn't have the stuff for the pets.
Yeah, when we were leaving Costco.
No.
We were still in Costco, but we were leaving to go out.
Yeah.
It's still leaving.
Yeah, I did say that.
Going, leaving.
Well, we were
out.
still in the store.
Going to the register, leaving. You don't go to the register and not leave. You go to the register to leave.
Yes. And this is where I would have appreciated if he understood his truth and guided me, because I was okay with whatever. But he didn't say anything, and so off we went. And we got there, and then that happened, right? Your finger do that?
Your finger do that.
So, we're walking into Walmart. We're still in the parking lot, but we're walking towards the store, and I said to him, I'm clearing the store, seekers activate.
And that didn't work.
To a degree.
We still went to Walmart, and all the love within us just went...
Someone said Wally World is a no-fly zone.
Yeah.
Well,
Diane,
we avoid it too, but we didn't want to spend twice as much to go to Tajay. So, Wally World it was. We were hoping Costco had it, but when I asked, because I know I just saw them, and they said, no, they weren't selling too well, so we pulled them off. And I'm like, bummer, I missed it.
Go figure, right?
I missed it. Yep. Guy trying to sound down.
So Janet James is here.
Okay.
So, we are going to be doing some card reading. So, for those that would like to have a card reading done, let us know. We'll put you on the list. But right now, we have Wendy, and then Janet. Is Deborah here?
Yep.
Yep.
Yep, she's
Deborah.
on the list already.
How about
We're
Lorraine?
waiting for Lorraine and Tanika to show themselves. I haven't seen them yet.
I haven't seen them either.
We're not sure how well our kid is going to do for readings today because I
am
traumatized
tired.
him.
You don't love me. I love you. No, you don't.
Okay, hang on a sec. Diane is reminding us that we need to talk about collective tuning. So, collective tuning.
Yeah. She,
We just had another one sign up. We're so excited.
right?
Yeah. Yeah, so it's growing. It's still small, but it's growing. We're super, super excited to be doing this work with all of you guys and so collective tuning. Some of which phones? We got a couple phones here. Hang on a sec. No, text. I'm looking for text message. All right. So the last time we had collective tuning, Kidd pulled some cards and it said this. We are being called forward to start our collective connection to the Galactic Federation. So in today's meetup in the field in 5 minutes, we'll be establishing a link to your crown for wisdom, creativity, successful achievements. And then before that, there are waves, the week before that, there are waves of otherworldly energies of oppression, abandonment, defeat, and disharmony to distract you from your path. Please meet us in the field in 10 minutes to bring you back into balance with yourself. So it's very exciting what Kidd has shown. And while he is doing his thing with all of you guys, I'm also doing my thing. So you get both of us doing work. And I feel called to focus on clearing, aligning, like making sure your gold strand is aligned and connected, clearing entities, making sure your aura, subaura, and hyperauric fields are intact, because oftentimes when we go through something like we've been today, and I forgot to check ours, we blow our auric field, which means it's kind of shattered and it leaves us exposed, right?
We do not do the release valve. We just let it like a...
Right? So yeah, we'll do that. When I do a clearing, I will also work on everyone's auric fields today, including ours.
So during the collective tuning, we do send out a message of what we're going to be working on, and then we actually go into your heart space and clear any sort of cords, entities, any type of footprints. Now, what are footprints? Oh, that's a good question. Thank you for asking that. So the footprints are basically energetic, what do you call that?
Energetic footprints. Energetic heat
They're
sensing,
they're kind of like ant trails.
Yeah.
So it helps the beings that get cleared find their way back into your experience. So that's what we do, is that we clear those footprints, like footprints in the snow or footprints in the sand, so they do not find their way back into your experience, but it does not stop other beings from finding you when you become the infiltrator of those energies. And that's what happened today, is that we did not do a full protection upon ourselves before we left Costco to go into Walmart. That is one thing that we did not do, so we became a major target for those that are of the lower vibration, lower frequencies, and they saw us and attached themselves to us, and that's exactly what happened. And that's why I I took it personal when it wasn't about me in the first place.
Oh, so this is funny. Our new puppy, Yeti, he takes everything personal.
Oh, he does?
And when it gets like to a point where it's just the straw that broke the camel's back, then he whittles, right? He piddles. And I said to him today, I said, don't be a Yeti. And I'm so glad you don't piddle when you get
hurt. Not just that, but he also gets hiccups too.
He's such a sensitive little guy.
If you don't pet him when he comes up to you, he walks away and he starts having hiccups. You don't love me.
He's gonna be this 120-pound dog. You don't love me.
I really hope he grows out of that when he gets older. Great Pyrenees, Golden Doodle mix. So he's going to be a big dog. Hopefully he's not a big, sensitive ball of fluff.
Can you picture it? Okay, so back to the collective tuning. We're asking for a love donation of $24 a month. And right now it's on the honor system. So if you would like to engage in that with us and meet us in the energetic field at least once a week, then at our calendar, you can just sign up for the collective tuning and it'll send us an email. And we'll give you a call and get that set up and get you started on it. Let's see. So if you guys want the link to that, let me know. I can post that in the comments. Oh my God, I'm crying.
Right?
I know,
Deborah says, oh my. Oh my. That is so precious and funny at the same time.
Okay, Diane, gotcha. All right, so we're done with that. Speaking, you already talked about speaking into our day, right?
A little bit about that, yes.
Did you talk about the creation of spells?
That's one thing that we need to have a reminder of is the words that we speak, because Candi, our lovely Candi over here, on our way to pick up something from the Buy Nothing group, she was like, today's a painful day.
I said that.
And I'm like, are you sure that's what you want to create? Oh, I'm in pain because I said it was a painful day. Today's a painful day. No wonder.
I was being a Yeti, huh?
So, the words that we speak do create your reality in this moment, especially since how everything is turning out. And wasn't it yesterday or last night that it was a blue moon?
Something like that.
I think it was a blue moon last night.
Blue moon.
That was a full blue moon, wasn't it?
Full bloom.
Full bloom. So that also created a high energy output for us these couple of days, which is another reason why that we felt the way that we felt today, because we weren't ready for the onslaught of energies from that full moon aspect from last night. So that transferred over. So we have to be very conscientious of the words that we speak and how we create things with not just the words, but the thoughts that we think as well. So yes, the shushing does help, but there also needs to be a little bit more energy towards protecting yourself before you become the invader of somebody else's space. So what the stars have showed me is, do not say we are invisible or we are unseen, but put up a perception filter of I am unnoticed. Meaning, that they know that we're there, but they do not see us because of that perception filter. So I am unnoticed to all lower vibrating beings that are here to do me harm. Or I am unnoticed by those lower vibrating beings that are here to do me and the ones that I love any harm. So whoever that you're with will also have that protection as well. What else was there? Oh, the CT scan. So I just had my CT scan, and the doctor said that there was a really big improvement in my lungs. There was a little bit more of, what do you call that?
A pace.
So basically, like inflammation, a little bit of inflammation in my lungs, but that's most likely due to me doing a whole lot more work around the house.
Oh, and doing the Mullen too, because you're pulling up all sorts of crap. Mm-hmm. But we'll see. We'll talk to her about it. His appointment with her, it's a video conference next week, right?
Yes, I believe it is next week.
Yeah. So we'll update you with that too. But yeah, the scans came back really positive. So what was shrunk before has shrunk even doubled again. So if it was 4 before, it's 2 now. And if it was 2 before, it's 1 now. So, yeah.
So there's still major improvements in my lungs. So that's really wonderful, and we want to let you guys know because I have been smoking Mullen for the last couple of weeks, so there's no evidence of it actually doing any harm to my lungs from what we could see.
Mm-hmm. So I just want to let you guys know. So yesterday when we went to Costco to do shopping, we stopped in the cafeteria for a
hot dog.
Yeah.
Hot dog.
And I've been staying away from grains because I highly suspect that has a lot to do with the pain I'm feeling in my shoulders and in the muscles in the neck area. So at Costco, now, these kinds of things happen, too. It's like it just flew out of my head until I was 3/4 done with my whole hot dog and bun that I was staying away from the grain. And I went, oh, boy, I forgot. And then I forgot again at dinner and ate pasta. So while I was in the car, I could feel the increase in pain and pressure. And that's when I made that comment. So where was I? Why was I not
conscientious?
Yes, at Costco yesterday. And why was I continuing to be not conscientious about my words? And so this kind of thing does happen. And this is part of warfare. This is part of getting stronger in remembering these things and recognizing what's happening and what kind of programs or entities are getting us to pick up our drill and drill a hole in the bottom of our boat.
And a lot of it has to do with the MMPs. MMP meaning mind manipulation platforms. Any type of platform that's out there that is a mind manipulator is an MMP. So be very, very careful of those because they have the tendency to stop you from achieving your highest octave energy output for yourself. It puts a limiter, a glass ceiling above you to stop you from moving forward. And like Baja Girl says, I'm in trouble. Focus all over the place. And that's with a lot of us because of the MMPs. So we can't say that 3-letter agency that is happening over there in Chicago. Mm-hmm. we were told that we cannot say anything about Mr. T or what's going on there, but they brought in a PPH, planned.
Oh, okay. Yeah, don't go there.
That's that thing, yeah. And they did rituals. And somebody said that they're going to do that ritual up on stage in front of everybody. And it's been confirmed that there was 12 of them. So they were doing their absolute best to do a soul summoning of high vibrational energy of those lower vibrational gods. They're trying to summon something to cause chaos, which is why we're all feeling it right now because of that. If you notice, ever since it started, which it's still going on to this day. Can you believe it? It's still going on. It's 3 days now.
So here's the good news, is that can we say this?
Yeah, I would think so.
Okay. So, well, just in case we can't. Right there. Yeah, that. All right. So it's not really happening. There's just actors, and it has to do with that, and part of the movie, and the reason that is so that the truth comes out about what they have been doing. That's the good news. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've missed anyone. I will read who I got on the list for the card readings. Wendy, Deborah, Janet, and Lorraine. Melody, Baja Girl, and Miss G. So if I've missed you, please say again. Yep, Diane, shush those thoughts. You're a pro. Thank you.
And from Facebook, hi Kathleen, hi Janet, hi Jay, hi Izzy, hi Carol, Renee, and Ellen. Hi, you guys. It's been amazing to be able to spend time with the family. You keep... You don't love me.
Okay, so Dana, would you say our disclaimer, please?
So we are... This is only for entertainment purposes only. We are not financial advisors. We're not doctors. We're not lawyers. We don't deal with anything that has to deal with truth. We're just lie spreaders, and this is all for fun.
So, yes, Dana, Diane was speaking with you. She's got a lot of information about that kind of thing. Yeah. Also, stay away from table salt. Table salt is the worst.
Ooh. Table salt is the worst. Seriously.
Okay. So...
Sea salt is the
and
best. Celtic sea salt, if that is affordable to you, that is also really great. I've been hearing a lot of information that the Himalayan pink sea salt has way too many metals in it because the way that they harvest it with dynamite and explosives, so you get extra metals and stuff in there as they are harvesting that. So be very careful with that, even though that Himalayan pink sea salt is good for you. But I've also heard that it is giant's blood as well. So also keep that in mind.
And it's the way they process it, too, that also creates chemicals, the blowing up. So you got all that stuff in there, too.
So we use, personally, the Mediterranean sea salt from Trader Joe's.
Yes, and we also have Celtic, but that we do on the tongue.
That is good from Barbara O'Neill said that if you take 1 to 2 granules of Celtic sea salt and you put it on your tongue and let that dissolve and then you drink water, it helps your cells to, what do you call that? Rehydrate themselves with the water that you intake.
So that thing that they want to put you on, Dana, I've heard so many bad things about it. I personally would not go there, and I wouldn't let my family go there as well. There are so many ways to get that under control, and one of the things that you really need to know is why it happens in the first place. And cholesterol is something the body uses. Should be a lot of cholesterol. Am I saying it right? Or just should I say fat? Should be a lot of fat in the brain. The brain requires a lot of fat to move, to process, to do all of that. And when there are injuries inside the veins, it's that fat that the body uses to plug those up. So why are the injuries happening? This is where you got to get down to what are you taking that could be causing that injury. Table salt is one of those things. What I've heard is that table salt has very minute pieces of glass that can cause that. So that's something to consider too. Anyways, we could get into this another time. Hit us up offline. 777 Avatar.
So far we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. We'll start off with that for right now.
Tanika's on, right? Tanika's on, right? We were just talking to her, weren't we? Or was that... Oh, no, that was Bog Girl.
No, Lorraine's on.
Yeah, I got Lorraine.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think Tanika's on. If she's on, then...
Yeah, I don't see her yet. Okay. All right, so as soon as she pops on, I'll put her on the list. Okay. So, added Tammy, Doug, and 777 Avatar.
What else was there that we wanted to talk about?
That would be on here, right? I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that's it. We really didn't take notes this whole week because we were just, in our own la la land.
Oh my goodness.
But we've also been dealing with a lot of those bombardments of energies coming into our safe spaces, which is causing us to, make choices that are not the actual best for ourselves, which is also not just harming you, but it's harming your loved ones as well. But never take it personal, because you're going through that for a reason. Oh, there was something from TikTok. There was this guy that was talking about how the universe tells you it's time and it's not. When it's time to do something, the universe sends it your way for one, but two, it also quiets down in your atmosphere. You don't really hear anything. He went outside and was like, he was going to do something, but he heard a plane, and his next door neighbor was outside doing the yard, making all of this racket, and that was his way. That was the universe's way of telling him it is not time to do something. So be very conscientious of your surroundings, because your surroundings also tells you how you're feeling, not just on the inside, but if you're ready to make that next step into what you need to do, or you need to take a step back and just stand in observance of what's happening. So be very open to receiving any type of information. With harm to none, I am open and ready to receive any type of information that is going to help me to move forward in my next achievement.
What is it that's coming into you, Diana, about light language? Yeah, let me know. So,
interesting how we just talked about the moon, and I got a moon card.
Yeah, Baja Girl said it was a certain type of moon. I forgot what she had said.
They said on TikTok it was supposed to be a blue moon.
Yeah, she said it was a blue moon, but there was another word she added to that. It was a certain type of blue moon.
A certain type of blue moon.
A certain type.
A certain type of blue moon. Blue moon.
What's the other line of that verse?
Don't remember.
Blue moon, I saw you standing alone.
There you go.
Typing something into your phone.
Okay, so the first reading is,
Thank you.
the first reading is going to be for Wendy, and Wendy is not here. She's actually at work right now, so I'm going to be doing the reading now, and then she'll come and watch it later.
Because we talked to her.
Because we talked to her.
Yeah.
So, I don't know what you've been doing, Wendy, but the guides are coming in to let you know through the card Fire Element. You got the Fire Element that you need to, that this is all about the warrior within you, passion and fearlessness. You need to bring that into your, I would say, your heart space at this moment, because something is going to be coming in to bring you into that next achievement of higher vibrational frequency. And the reason why the fearlessness is, you got two cards for fearlessness. You got the Page of Wands, saying confident, new journeys, fearless, and enthusiastic. So be very enthusiastic with the energies that are coming in right now. Be very enthusiastic with yourself to bring your energies up as you stand in the fearlessness of you, as the galactic family comes in to show you your next steps that you need to make for yourself. Now, the galactic family is saying that you need to get back connected to the Galactic Federation of Truth and Justice and start holding accountable all energies that come into your heart space, because you are the judge of energies. You are, then this goes for everybody. You are that judge of any type of energy that comes into your heart space, not somebody else, you. This is your life. Now, your physical body, your heart space, everything in your atmosphere is your place of work. Kind of like you are the owner of a restaurant, and this is your restaurant. You got your kitchen, right? You got your home where you lay and you stay, but you need to be fearless with the energies as they come in and bring you into a whole new aspect of yourself. And you did get the moon card. This moon card's all about the, what do you call that? The new energies, the blue moon. Be very conscientious of the moon cycles. Through the moon cycles, you'll find the steps that is needed for yourself of bringing yourself to, what do you call that? How am I going to explain this? What are you showing me? Has to deal with the moon cycles. You know, going from a new moon to...
And her body?
I don't know. I'm lost. I really am lost today.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
I don't believe that.
I do.
Yeah. You sound like Batman. I do.
I'm Batman.
Right? So, confidence, new journey, fearless, enthusiastic, the moon, and galactic, right?
Oh, got an owie, meaning don't take it personal. So
Don't be a Yeti.
don't be a Yeti. I am so out of touch with myself at the moment. Can't believe that. Okay, so the energies coming in are such a high frequency that I feel like that my mind is not connected to it at this time.
Just because you get one reading that's giving you a flip-flop.
Mm-hmm.
You're
I'm taking it personal.
Yeah, you're just making a blanket statement. You know what? This has happened before. And what I did is kind of shook your confidence. But you know I love you. And I apologize for that. Move on.
I'm doing my best.
No, I'm kidding. Okay, so look at this. Set your course. Know where you wish to go. Have a plan. The right direction, right? So are they saying that at least every cycle sit down and write your plan? Look at the month and do a debrief. Where did you have issues? What do you need to focus on?
Where did you get your owies?
Yeah. See? So she's right on target. They just want her to observe all the things that, all the steps that she's made and the direction that she's been. And has she had interference like we have? Of course she has. We all have.
We're all feeling it because we're all connected in that way.
Right. And don't lose confidence over that.
So what I'm feeling is what she's feeling, you could say.
Well, so you're the thermometer. I'm usually the thermometer. Yeah.
See, I don't like it when she and I switch spots.
Oh, we have switched. I think maybe just for this card
The
reading.
smart ass. I don't know what to do with myself. Ay, ay, ay.
You got this, babe.
I do need to be more confident, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So this reading isn't just for her, but it's also for me too.
You and I, see, I have this, it's like, it's called note or something. It's where I put our notes in, what we're going to talk about on our lives, what has happened. And in the moment, we usually write something down, especially if Kidd gets a download. And then we come and discuss it with you guys. So that is what is saying here, is that keep notes as to what's going on, Wendy, and all of you. Mm-hmm. Keep notes. Debrief your life. What happens when the military, and we've all seen this in movies or read it in books, right? When the military goes and they do an exercise, or they take care of something, or they arrive and look at the UFO that landed. Everyone is debriefed. Everyone is interviewed, right? Why do they do that? So they can learn what happened, what to do, and what not to do. This is what we need to do as well.
Ah, okay. That's probably what I'm listening to, is this one. All right, so since we went over what you need to do, your galactic family is here to let you know every time that you get an owie, you need to be fearless with who you are, stand in the warrior that you're meant to be, and also have passion with the choices that you make for yourself. And through all of that, through the moon cycles of taking note of how you're feeling with every owie that you're getting through thoughts, words, and actions of not just your own, but everybody else that's in your experience, be more confident with how you feel. Be more confident with the energies that are coming into your experience, because they're here to show you to map out the right next steps that you need to make for yourself, kind of like what our live is today. Steps to victory. And through the steps to victory, you'll be able to set your course the way that needs to be done for you to get to that highest octave energy output, that where you need to be. And that's where the Amara, the Minihun says, aloha healing. Hello, goodbye. Hello, healing. Goodbye, pain. Hello, healing. Goodbye, pain.
I love that.
Aloha. So, your step that you need to make for yourself is one can release through one spoken word all that belongs to one by divine right. One must, however, have perfect faith in one's spoken word. So your one spoken word, you need to have that trust and that faith that it's going to work in divine timing and in the divine's right way for you. So that one is yours.
By the way, we love our deck, Diane.
Yes.
Thank you for the gift.
The Game of Life, by the way. The Game of Life. That is from Diane Casey. Thank you so much. These are our steps to victory. So that one is yours, Wendy.
Can I take a minute while you go for the next one, which is Deborah?
Deborah.
Okay. So, light language. Do you have your light language? If not, all you need to do is ask for it. And then, as words come into your mind, repeat them out loud so that they become a part of who you are. Why would you want light language? Light language is useful in many different facets. If I don't know what's going on in a situation, I know that the universe does. I know that source does. I know that my team does. And so when I speak in light language, it is sending out those directions to take care of the situation that needs to be taken care of. It empowers me. Let me give you an example of light language. It sounds like. So that also is your direct connection to the universe. It also is healing. And it can heal on many different levels. I use it during healing sessions. I use it during clearing sessions. It knows exactly what it needs to do inside someone else and inside myself. So any other questions, let me know. I may not have thought of everything, but that's what's come to me. Diane says, evil cannot understand it, nor the energy of it. Mm-hmm.
And then you have somebody that, like me. I can't even do it. I've tried it. I just can't. So if it doesn't come to you, it's not that you can't speak it. Your light language comes in a different form, like mine does. Mine comes in forms of words that you can comprehend, but it goes in and rewrites certain things within your electrical components within your brain to be able to rewire you back into what needs to be rewired, the way it needs to be rewired, I mean. All right, so Deborah, what I have for you is that your guides are here to let you know that they have your back. You're not alone with what's going on, but right now you're at the door of dreams, meaning that the door of dreams is going to be opening up for the manifestations to start, pouring in, but the Syrian B card is saying responsibilities, lessons, and growing up. So basically what's happening is that your training wheels are coming off and you're going to be learning how to ride this bike of high vibrations without any help. So you are going to fall and you are going to stumble and you are going to go over some bumpy roads without any help. But just know your guides are right behind you to help pick you up after you fall. Because you need to fall so you can actually learn through the process to be in the high vibration of, what was it? Succession comes from progression. So the only way to succeed is by getting up and doing it over and over again until you learn to do it without falling. So your training wheels are coming off, but the one thing that's going to be kind of tripping you up the most are the past life vows, promises, and swears, and also all the vows, promises, and swears that you've made in this lifetime as well. They're going to be coming up for you to release them. So through this process, the best way to release certain vows, promises, and swears are to cancel out those soul contracts, meaning I cancel all soul contracts that I have created from the beginning of time till now. So you'll be able to walk freely with no burdens holding you back from here on out.
Ooh.
You have the Magician card upside down saying, be very careful of the trickery, illusions, being out of touch, and untapped talent, meaning that your talent is not untapped. Your talent is there. You just have to awaken it and use it, because when something that you used to been able to do stops working for you at this moment, it's not that you've lost it. It's just it went onto the back burner. It went to sleep, kind of like taking your phone and putting it on sleep mode. When an app on a phone upgrades, it needs to go onto the back burner to upgrade, and you can't use it until the upgrade is done. So that's what's happening with these so-called talents that you thought that you lost, when in actuality you did not, Deborah. So the ghost of the pumpkin patch is reminding you to stop counting your blessings, because you don't need to count the blessings that you've had or that you're going to have, but count how many times that you have been successful in overcoming any of these so-called low vibrations of trickeries, illusions, being out of touch with yourself. Because remember, the universe sends things into our experience to get us back into the balance of where we need to be, of the negative, positive, neutral scale, of staying in observance of both the negativity and the positivity, but not taking part of. So that's what you're at. That's where you're at. And you also got the clock time card saying time, pressure, and in a rush. When you feel like that you're being rushed, slow down, because something in your experience is going to force you to slow down, kind of like when you go onto the highway and then suddenly somebody cuts you off and like goes 10 miles an hour on a 50 mile per hour zone. That's like universe saying, slow the fuck down. Because that happened to me today, so.
Can you take a peek at this real quick?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Are you done here?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Now, your step to victory, Deborah. Ooh, for some reason, 2 was pulled out. Lots of reading. Oh, this one's perfect for you, Deborah. There is nothing too great of accomplishment for one who knows the power of one's word and follows one's intuitive leads. That is yours, Deborah. There is nothing too great of accomplishment for one who knows the power of one's word and follows one's intuitive leads. Oh, this one's a good one too. I now smash and demolish by my spoken word every untrue record in my subconscious mind. It shall return to the dust heap of its native nothingness, for it came from my own vain imaginings. I now make my perfect records through the Christ within, the records of health, wealth, love, and perfect self-expression. This is the square of life, the game completed. That one is for everybody. Let's see, can I? No. Oh!
There we go.
Just so you guys could take a screenshot of that. So that one was for everybody. That one's a good one. Ooh, I like that.
All right. So
Janet
while you
is
get
next.
ready for Janet, someone asked, any suggestions for my fur baby dog, Cataracts? Poor girl was blind in one eye when we adopted her, and now the other eye is getting bad, and she's deaf too. I feel horrible. Miss G, think about our bodies. Whenever I go to treat my pets, I think about our bodies and what I do for ours, and I don't know why I didn't consider this a long time ago. But we detox our bodies. We take Epsom salt baths, right? We add other stuff in there to pull out toxins. Why have I never thought about giving a detox bath to my animals? And so my dog looked like she was dying. She began to get, she just had belly bloat. Her eyes started to lose the sparkle. She was just laying around. She wouldn't eat. She would hardly drink. I knew she was going. And so I got to thinking, whatever I do, I've got to act fast. And so I did a detox bath. And then Kidd had this great idea. Why not just do a mud pack on her belly? And so we talked about that and came up with a plan. And so I've done that a couple times now. And I did it in a way that everything was safe for her. So if she licked it, and she did, it also cleansed her inside too. There are all sorts of things that we can do to help our pets. So that would be my number one thing, is get toxins out of the body, because toxins and parasites are what is causing a lot of the problems. And then Dr. Barbara O'Neill, she talks about using a very healthy, very good castor oil on the eyelids, and it penetrates deep, and people are saying that their eyes are healing because of it. So I would look into that as well.
And if you're wondering what the mud pack consists of, the mud pack consists of psyllium husk powder, food grade all of them are food grade bentonite clay, and activated charcoal.
And then I added a little bit of Epsom salt. Oh, I think I have...
For every 1 pound of powdered psyllium husk, you add 1 to 2 tablespoons of activated charcoal and 1 to 2 tablespoons of bentonite clay to that. That's how we make it. And if you're wondering where the recipe is, I think it's also on our WordPress. So you can go take a look at that at www.hv as in Victor, U as in umbrella, HVU, maga.wordpress.com. So that is www.hvumaga.wordpress.com. And it's also in our description as well. You can find it there below. No.
Okay, so
Janet James, you are up next.
hang on, I'll see if I know I wrote it down. I just gotta find it.
What?
The actual stuff we put together for the mud pack to pull toxins out. Here it is. Okay, so what he said, plus some zeolite, fulvic acid, colloidal silver, and a little bit of Epsom salt. And then you could do a little bit of castor oil. No, don't do the castor oil. Do a castor oil pack. That's what I did. So I put castor oil on a puppy pee pad, and then I put it on her belly, and then put a shirt over it so she couldn't get to it, and tied the shirt so it would stay there. And anyways, that's what I did. Make sure you look up everything, talk to your vet, do what you need to do to feel comfortable with all of that. Oh, you're so welcome. Also, I wanted to tell you guys, our cat came in and it was shot with a salt pellet gun, and it had 4 or 5 different holes in his hip. One of them was quite deep. And by the time he came to me and showed me this, it was already weeping. So I got it cleaned up the best I could, and then I used hydrogen peroxide, colloidal silver. I also sprayed some of my usnea on there, liquid usnea, and iodine, and then I packed it with manuka honey, and within, I would say, a couple of days to a week, it was completely healed. Amazing. Tanika's here. Okay. All right, go ahead, kid. No, we haven't done Tanika yet. She is going to be after Lorraine. Okay, he's reading Janet James right now, right?
Yeah, now, I kind of get some of this, but I'm really wondering where this father card's coming from. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm not sensing spirit, but I am sensing a male energy that's coming in.
Mm-hmm. Is this possible?
It is a possibility.
Okay.
That somebody is messing with her head for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And it could be a male energy.
Well, that's the first thing that came to me. So if he's passed on, maybe he did that while he was alive.
It's a big possibility. But there's a time and place for meditation as well, is what I'm also getting. That she needs to get out of the head games before she goes into any sort of meditation.
Okay, so what are the head games?
Uncontrolled thoughts. Basically, if your mind does not silence, do not go into meditation. It's very imperative that you do not go into meditation at this time with a busy mind. So, Janet, what you need to do is find a time and a space for yourself to get back connected with spirit. And the reason why I'm saying that is because you got the pink lotus fairy saying a time for spirit. And through this, you're also getting the number 4 falling card, the unknown, descent, momentum, and change. When you have a busy mind, you're creating a momentum of that busyness within your own experience. So when you go into meditation, it's not going to get you connected to spirit, but it will get you connected to the spiritual realm. And you will be open and susceptible to all things there. So, which is why it's very imperative that before you go into meditation at this time, you need to deal with the head games first. Quiet your mind, and if the shushing doesn't work, because shushing wasn't working for me today, which is a very big surprise to me, because usually it does, but sometimes that does happen. So what you need to do is go into the momentum of the Merkaba, which is a cleansing, clearing effect of your own spiritual realm, your own spiritual heart space. And when these two come up of the logical side, that's what this is most likely is the logical left brain shit. Getting in the way, which is causing the head games to come into your experience. So the 3 + 6 = 9. 3 the Trinity, 6 the power, 9 the creation, which means that your head games are creating things that shouldn't be created through the, seeing things in a more logical way. You need to see things in a more of the feminine creative aspect of oneself by cleansing and clearing, never blessing. Blessing is basically a form of cursing, like what somebody was saying on TikTok, and she actually went into depth with blessing, and I didn't even know. If you look up the definition of blessing, she said it's like sprinkling something on someone, and they used blood, they used cursed water, they used all that type of stuff, which is what the blessing is. Also, it's known to be less. So you don't want to use the word blessing, but that's why I say clear and cleansing, clearing and cleansing. So you got to clear and cleanse your heart space before you make that movement, because this card's all about movement, long distance travel, and excitement. So bring that clearing into your body and be very conscientious of the shy energy, overbearing, self-conscious, and catty. But the one thing out of this Queen of Wands upside down is the self-conscious. Now, the self-conscious is all, what are they thinking of me, this, that, and the other thing, right? Well, that has nothing to do with you. That has to deal with them. So bring that to the forefront. It's not about me. It's about everything else that's outside of me, so it has nothing to do with me. And then you begin that clearing within your heart space to start the true meditation of being connected in the right way, not the wrong way. So be very careful of the left brain propaganda. Instead of the left wing propaganda. Get it? No. So, your step to victory today is let go and take your mental hands off. Put it in God's hands and use this statement. I put this situation in the hands of infinite love and wisdom. That one is yours today. Let go and take your mental hands off. Put it in God's hands and use this statement. I put this situation in the hands of infinite love and wisdom. That is your steps to victory today. All right, who's next? Lorraine. I need my coffee. Diane, I really love those cards. Thank you so much. It's perfect for today. Oh. All right, so Lorraine, you have some defiant energies coming into your experience. And it kind of feels like that this defiant energy is not something spiritual, but more of the physical and mental, meaning somebody else's defiance is leaking into your experience, which is causing a mayhem of energies to be attracted into your own heart space. So, would you say that is somebody that you know around you is very toxic? And I will go into that in just a minute. Yep. Okay, so your guides are saying beware of the tall whites. You have the tall whites card. And the tall whites is all about uncertainty, distrust, and guarded. So you need to put up your guards right now. Put up your guards at this moment, because there is a karmic relationship going on, meaning that there is somebody within your experience, your physical experience, that has a very defiant energy, which is sucking all the energy from you. Basically, an energetic vampire is within your experience. And you got the Six of Pentacles, which is upside down, saying scamming, abuse of power, one-sided charity, and a brown noser. Which is another reason why it's somebody within your experience that is basically mooching off of you at this time. Law is not justice card says cancel that. Rules that are not fair. They are creating rules that are not fair, one-sided rules that benefits them but doesn't benefit you. It's a one-sided manifestation within your experience. And you got the Angel of Time saying you're working too hard, meaning that you are spending so much time putting energy within this karmic relationship, which is not benefiting you in any way, so it's making you work harder than what you should, because they should be taking part of that burden as well, but they're not. So you need to stand right side up and get back onto your own right path for yourself. Do you have anything to say about this reading?
I didn't even listen, babe, because I was posting the links for people. Sorry. You've got this. You've got it.
Oh.
You need me to look at it and see? Or do you feel like you're missing something?
I feel like that there's something missing, I believe. Wow, I'm pulling out 2 cards for these. The game of life.
What does this say? Under law is not justice?
Law is not justice. Rules that are not fair.
Okay, so did you talk to her about rules and guidelines rather than laws and...
Oh, yes.
So that's what you're missing.
So, what she said. Laws and rules. Laws and rules are the same thing as vows, promises, and swears. They create soul contracts. So what you need to do is through this so-called karmic relationship that you're having with this other person, you need to cancel that out, right? I cancel all soul contracts. With harm to none, I'm canceling all soul contracts that I have created this day. I have created from the beginning of time till now. I have created in this whole lifetime or my past lives. I cancel all soul contracts. Now, how are soul contracts created? Soul contracts are, thank you for asking that question. That's a very good question. Soul contracts are created by you attaching to certain situations with an emotional, mental, or physical aspect. So when you connect to a certain person, when you connect to a person, place, or thing, or any type of situation, or you're using any type of emotions with it, you are attaching yourself to that situation, and if it's negative, you're creating a soul contract. So I cancel all soul contracts during that time. Now, laws, rules should not be created because laws and rules are the same thing as buying a car. If you do not pay your car bill, that's a law and a rule that is created that you need to pay those bills, right? And if you don't pay those bills, then your car gets
repossessed,
repoed. So, same thing with this. Do not set any laws and rules because they come with contracts, but set healthy boundaries. Boundaries can be crossed and remade, and they do not come with any repercussions. Laws and rules do. So, you have 2 of these cards. And the first one is, in divine mind, there is only completion. Therefore, my demonstration is completed. My perfect work, my perfect health, my perfect home, my perfect love. Now, when you use those my perfects, be sure at the beginning or at the end with harm to none. With harm to none, I manifest my perfect work, my perfect health, my perfect home, my perfect love. And the second one, that's that one. Let's see, there we go. Thy will be done this day. Today is a day of completion. I give thanks for this perfect day. Miracle shall follow miracle, and wonders shall never cease. There we go.
So I just want to let you guys know that I looked over at Kidd's phone that's on our my Facebook, and I can see Rebecca wrote something. I look at my phone that's also on Facebook, and I don't see anything.
Grand rising, Rebecca. Oh.
Yeah, I don't even see
The
her
day is
comment.
just starting over there, huh? It's a good thing I didn't say that word. We are not in mourning, people. We are not in mourning. All right, so who's next? Tanika. Ooh. I'm not seeing any comments coming through.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
And none are coming through on the phone? Interesting.
Yeah, you guys just not typing or talking to us or just listening? I just want to know if the
I wonder
karmas are
if that
coming through.
karmic relationship is a past karmic relationship and not in this lifetime, but it could have been a past lifetime that's seeping through.
What does one do about that?
So just keep that in mind, Lorraine. If you don't have any toxic relationships at this moment, then it could be a past, present, or future, or it could have been a different lifetime that's also seeping through.
Oh,
So be very conscientious about that.
a couple of comments are coming in. I'm here, listening here. We appreciate that.
All right, so Tanika, seems like that you're in the survival mode at this moment, because not only did you get the survival mode of the earth element, but you're also getting the necropolis, which is the what do you call that? The city of the dead. Meaning that you're focusing upon the things that have ended instead of focusing upon the things that are beginning.
Lorraine said your last statement was on the mark. About the seeping through.
So it's a past life trauma. And that goes for every reading for everybody. If it doesn't resonate with how you're going about things right now, it means that it's a past trauma or something might be coming in. So be very conscientious about the past, present, or future. Because I don't know where it's going to come from. Or if it's already happening. Okay, so... So you got the earth, Tanika, the earth element, and this is from your guide saying survival, adaptable, and reliable. So you need to rely more upon not only just your power, but also your guides as well. When you are manifesting something, when you are creating something in the energetic atmosphere, you really need to not use your own energy. When you're doing healing on another, never use your own energy. Meaning, if you use your own energy can and will be depleted to the point to where things will get out of hand because you're not allowing yourself to be connected to Mother Gaia and Father Source and allowing their infinite energy to flow through you and into the other person, or flow through you to bring you up into a different high vibrational aspect of yourself. Tanika says, my papa just got admitted in a nursing home. He has dementia, so it's been crazy with family going to his house and getting his belongings and stuff. Oh. So that's where the survivability is coming from.
Yeah.
And
That's hard.
The House of the Dead.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically what a nursing home is, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
we're connecting it to that, and that's most likely where your energy has laid itself, is with that. So we need to change that mental aspect from it being the nursing home of the dead to the nursing home of the living. The nursing home of the high vibration of healing, bringing the right energetic guides from your guides, their guides, and anyone that you're connected to. If you need my guides to help your father along with healing, you go ahead and call them. They are at your disposal, and this goes for every single one of you guys. My guides are at anybody's disposal if you need them. Just call upon the stars and they'll do what they can to help you out. You just have to let them know what you need. And this goes along with your guides as well. Your guides are there to help you out, so you need to make that command because they are your employees. They're not here to control you. You are here to guide them on what you need. Mm-hmm. Closed mouths don't get fed, so if you don't speak your truth, how are they to help you? Yeah, they called today and said he had C. I think it's to prevent us from seeing him. Of course they would.
Boy.
Of course they would. So,
I'm not happy with that.
You got Mend a Broken Heart Fairy saying healing from heartache. This is a major heartache that you're dealing with at this moment where you're placing your father at this time. So we need to change that aspect as well by using the arts of creativity within you, with the thoughts that you think, the words that you say, and the energy output that you're putting from yourself gets put where you are putting your attention. So if you're putting your attention with your dad at that home, you need to change the energy of that home to how you desire it to be. The house of healing, living beings.
Wow.
We're all mad here. Card says everyone is a little different. So you need to change your energies higher to the energies where you're going. So if those energies are here, you need to be here. You see how that works? You need to be here. You need to be higher than what's there so you can actually guide the energy to come up to you, not you go up to it. Because there is no place in this world that is higher vibration than you unless you have the lower vibrational thoughts of that place is higher than me. But if you say that your vibration is higher than that place, if you believe that your vibration is higher than that place, then that's how it is. So, you got the Five of Pentacles saying beware of the poverty, the hardship, the sickness, and the scandal of all things that come into your experience and change it from that low frequency to the higher frequency of changing the radio station to the music that you want to listen to. And that's where the arts comes in of being very creative with how you output your energy. So, your steps to victory. You want to read that? Oh, what? Nope, never mind. I'll read it in just a minute. She just took a shot. You drunken bastard. So, your steps to victory is I bless the past and forget it. Or, no, let's change that word bless because we're not be less. Okay, so, let's see. I cleanse the past and forget it. I cleanse the future knowing it has in store for me endless joys. I live fully in the now. I cleanse the past and forget it. I cleanse the future knowing it has in store for me endless joys. I live fully in the now. I don't like the word be less. Be less. I am not less than you. You are less than me.
Okay, so that was Tanika. Next is Melody.
All right, so Melody.
My wind is waning. I'm getting really tired.
Is it because you're not participating?
Probably. Your voice is putting me to sleep too.
See, we've switched spots. Usually your voice puts me to sleep.
Oh my god. I'll just like...
Fall asleep live. Watch me sleep like what people do on TikTok and send me gifts. I looked creepy.
He's actually come across TikToks where they are set it up to watch the person sleeping.
Yeah.
And people sit there and watch it.
And send gifts to wake them up. Okay, so Melody.
You know, how do I say this? Let me write it down.
Oh. I trust animal specialists.
Oh, yeah. Like I trust people specialists. I like that. And I don't. I don't. So I have been finding ways to handle my shit at home. And we can all do it. I joined a group on FB, and it's an animal group about people needing help with their animals. And so many times I see I can't afford an animal specialist. I can't afford the appointment. And their animals are suffering. It just yanks on my heartstrings. And I want so much to help. And the one time that I did, I didn't put it in the me. This is what I did. This is how I helped my animal. And someone came in and blasted me. And then I didn't speak in there for a good couple of weeks because I don't like that kind of energy. And people need to mind their own business. But they don't. They get all up involved in everyone else's business. And ruin things for a lot of people.
My specialist is better than yours.
So, anyways, it's just, we treat ourselves at home. If we have a cold, we treat it. If we need detoxing, we treat it. We are all getting back to that. And I want people to know that they have the power to do that kind of thing. Now, my disclaimer is I'm not a doctor. I'm not a veterinarian. I'm not a specialist of any kind. And if you need medical advice, that's where you need to go. But you heard what I said.
Okay, so... Apparently, Melody has some energetic stalkers.
Oh.
Yeah. She's been dealing with a lot of energetic stalkers ever since her awakening.
Which are like Klingons? Is she flying out of space with Star Trek? There's Klingons.
They come from Uranus.
So energetic stalkers are even like spiritual slugs?
No. They follow you and they kind of like watch what you do with every step that you make.
Oh, that song is coming to mind. I am watching you. I think it's by Sting. I don't know. Anyways, go on.
My bad. I am so out of tune in this world, it's not funny. I know this, that, and those.
Oh, Miss G, thank you.
So, you have the awakening card, meaning that ever since your awakening process, there has been some stuff going on within your experience that is just like weird or out of touch. And the reason why about that is because you got the MIB, the Men in Black card. And this card's all about stalking, intimidation, and confrontation. So there's been a lot of confrontation within your experience. And the reason why that I'm saying that it's on the energetic level is because you got the ASEA card. And that's talking about the ancient civilizations, the ancient energies that are coming in, and these beings that are basically stalking you, that are following you and taking note of everything that you're doing, they are ancient beings. I wouldn't say they're the ancient ones, but they are beings of ancient energies. Now, I don't think that this stalking is bad per se, but it feels like that you've been watched for a very long time. Oh, the Watchers.
Is that what you're getting?
That's what I'm getting.
The Watchers are amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if the Watchers are watching her, that means something big. In a good way. That means something big.
So, what you guys are saying is just say no, meaning acknowledge that they're there. I acknowledge the Watchers. I acknowledge you, Watchers. You are here. You're watching me. I understand that. Now show me what I need to see. You got the Voodoo in blue card saying back off. Now, I don't know what this means with the back off. Is she supposed to back off? Is she backing off? Or does she tell the energies that are going to be coming in to back off? Back away from me because I am in training.
All the above. Because right now, we need to stand our ground and tell these beings to get the fuck out.
Right?
Yes. So that and what you said, that she is in training.
And that goes along with this card, find the lesson. Find the lesson card. And what this card says is discover the purpose in a situation, trust that you are learning. So right now you're in a learning process, and all things that are here to stop you or put a block in front of you. Now remember, blocks are not actual blocks. They're just bumps in the road that you feel that you can't go over because you got a flat tire type thing. So if you go over a bump with a flat tire, well, it ruins your car, right? So you don't tend to go over bumps with a flat tire. So you need to tell everything that's within your experience that is here to so-called block you to back off, back away, because you are learning. You are being followed by these Watchers, and they are going to show you how to get through this training with ease and grace. Now, you have the Three of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles is saying teamwork, creativity, learning, and apprenticeship. Ooh, look at that. So, you're in an apprenticeship right now.
Ooh, that's the training.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing.
And to get through this, you need teamwork. And that's what these guys are here. Just say, no, I know you are here to guide me. I know you Watchers are here watching me, so show me my next action step. And by telling them that you know that they're there and giving them a direct command of what you need allows them to, allows the teamwork to finally happen between you and them. Because you can't do this alone. You need to have them train you, basically.
Let me know when you're done.
Go ahead.
No.
What do you need?
So Tanika says, makes perfect sense. I'm going to walk in the nursing home with my music and activities, and I'm going to get a black bag to put my activities and games in. Laugh out loud. So I was just thinking that Melody is being given all these tools. She should get a black bag, because that's what we put our tools in, right? Buzz. Melody, you've heard my black bag story, right?
If you know,
if you haven't,
you know.
Right? Let me know. Be happy to share it again. I shared that story how many years ago? A couple years ago, and it still brings smiles.
Ever since Stockton. Ever since Stockton.
Oh, yeah. It's over
many years ago.
Almost 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Or more than.
Many.
That was... So far, these are all really beautiful readings.
Okay, so that was Melody. Now, Baja Girl.
Baja Girl.
Baja. Sorry.
Say that again.
It's the Baja.
I think the black bag has got us all tickled now. All right. Dana asked me to tell it. So we're packing up and moving from Stockton, California to out here in Washington. And we are at the point where we are now shoving things in to make room because we're at the last bit of stuff.
We are fucking pack rats.
Well, we're better now. Anyways, so Kidd comes out with my black bag, and I know what my black bag is. And he goes, "Where do you want this?" And I said, "Just put it in the trailer." He goes,
"There's no room."
He goes in to put it in, and he's pushing. Well, then he starts hearing, and he's like,
and in my mind, I'm thinking, "Oh, it's her toothbrush. Where is that toothbrush?"
So he's looking for what could be, and he finds the black bag, and he's feeling, oh, this buzzing there. So he opens it up, and he looks at it, and he goes, "Oh, that's no toothbrush."
No. You missed the most important part.
Okay.
You know those cartoons where they open up a bag, they stick their hand in, pull it out, and it's like, oh. That was me. That is no toothbrush. And I'm trying to figure out how to turn it off. I've never used one that vibrates. How would I know?
You didn't get it turned off, did you? You brought it to me. Like, here, Mom, fix it.
I'm like trying to be incognito. I'm like, psst.
Because removers were there and everything, right?
Turn this off for me.
Well, anyways, I ended up putting it in the back of our truck, which got stolen. And then when the truck was found, the black bag was gone.
Somebody's having fun. Free toys.
Yep.
Freedom Beetlejuice.
That was so funny. So now it's like someone from UK sent me a bunch of black bags. It was really cute.
That was bad. That was so bad.
Okay, so we're doing Baja Girl, right?
Yes. I already have the shadow self. All right. Wait, Baja Girl, you're in a relationship with someone, right? Reason why I'm asking that is because you got the spouse card. Now, this could be relating to yourself. Yeah, it's most likely relating to yourself. The relationship that you have with yourself at this moment. But be very conscientious that this could also be with your significant other or somebody that you know, somebody that you're very close to. The reason why that you're feeling out of touch, that everything is going wild at this moment, that you don't feel like you are in control, it's the reason why is because you're in a free fall. You are free falling right now. And when you're free falling, you have no control of what is happening around you because there is nothing to hold on to because you're in a free fall from sky to ground. So you can't move, you can't do anything. All you could do is just sit there and watch and feel helpless as everything around you is moving in a high, fast speed. Now, that has to do with a lot of the cycles that you're going through. The moon. Also, the moon is also a reflection. So, what is it that is happening within your experience that you need to see within you that is causing that uproar outside of yourself? Because the universe sends things into our experience to show us what is happening within. How it is up, so it is down. How it is down, so it is up. The rule of gravity. What goes up must come down, right? How it is up, so it is down. So what is up is the same thing as down here. What is down here is the same thing that's up there. Like what they've been saying, we're in a firmament. We're in a dome, which means that there is something above us, but it's not just empty space. You need to start doing some dark energy clearing of yourself. You got the shadow self card. And the shadow self card is saying denial, projecting, and shame. Shame comes in many different aspects. And shame could be leaking into your experience, and that is most likely what's causing this so-called free fall within your experience because of that lower frequency you have no control over. So, what I would suggest is to start connecting to your shadow self. Your shadow self is not your evil part of you. Your shadow self is the connection between all things that is living, that is breathing, that is anything in this world. If you go outside and you look at your own shadow, what do you see? When I asked myself that, the word that came to my mind was perfection. Because you don't see any blemishes, you don't see your fat, you don't see your skin, you don't see anything but your silhouette, which is nothing but perfection. And the shadows is also all about connection. The light is all about revealing and healing, when the shadow is all about connecting and information. Perfection. So, you need to find that balance with yourself, especially with this card. You see how he's in black and she's in white, the shadow self and the light self. You need to have that connection between the two. Never get rid of your ego, because your ego is not evil. It never has been. Your ego is your shadow self. It's the shadow that's outside, while your light self is also there at the same time. You need to have that balance between the two to be able to finally have that completion of who you are. And that's one reason why everything seems so out of touch, is because we all have been taught that our ego is evil, when in actuality, our ego is there to protect us. Our ego is there to help balance us, to show a different aspect of things, not in a negative way, just in a different perspective way. And you also got two other cards, which is the three fates. What comes around is what you create. So, what is it that you're creating with the thoughts, the words, and the actions that you are creating within your experience at this moment, which is causing that so-called mayhem within your own vibrational frequency? You then have shine bright like a candle. Shine bright like a candle. No. Shine bright like a diamond. You will make it through this. You will make it through this. You will. This is only a... what do you call that? It's just a transition. So it's not here forever. It's only here to guide you where you need to make that next step for yourself. So be very conscientious about those cycles that you're going through from the moon, and also the reflection of what's going on around you to help you to get out of that free falling so you actually see things in a different perspective. Okay, who's next? Miss
Miss
G.
G. Then we have, after Miss G, we have Doug, Tammy, and Avatar. And then we'll be done for the night.
I think that would be good at the moment.
Definitely, because I'm still falling asleep. I'm laughing about that black bag, though. That helped.
Yes, it did. Can you read this for Baja Girl? This is her step to victory.
Okay, Baja Girl. I cast this burden of resentment on the Christ within, and I go free to be loving, harmonious, and happy. I remember that.
Yeah, that's what Diane
Taught us. Mm-hmm.
sending all lower vibrational frequencies to the Christ within, and I go free.
And I go free.
I'm free! When I log in from my YouTube channel fully, you get tongue-tied trying to say it like Cowdy and Felony. Was wondering if there had been realizations or downloads as to why. I'm sure it works in somehow to events around me.
You know what? There is no way that so many people dropped off. Something's happening because it went from 17 to 8. People are being knocked off.
Well, it went up to 20. I saw that.
Okay.
So people are getting knocked off.
Yeah.
And I am not surprised because of what's happening in Chicago. And they don't want this healing to happen because they want everybody to stay in that low vibrational frequency. So they are, what do you call that? Shadow banning? Yes. Shadow banning.
Well, may the teams of Source and the Almighty High take care of all of that.
All right, so
Tammy went offline, but she can hear you from... Okay. Tanika says she got knocked off. So, yeah, it is happening. She was able to get right back on, though. Awesome, Diane. I'm glad she can hear us. Hey, Tammy.
all right, so
This is Miss G.
Miss G, sorry. Miss G, what I have for you today is that you have a lot of otherworldly energies coming into your experience at this time, the otherworldly energies, and these otherworldly energies are causing a, what do you call that? A misconception about yourself. So this misconception about yourself is that you are losing sight of who you truly are. You're losing sight of trusting your own intuitions, your own personal hits, your gut feelings, your first intuitive hits, and you're questioning them. You're bringing up these questions. Did that really happen? Is this really happening? Volume went way down on my side.
No, they're really messing with us.
How about now? ASMR. How they're going like this. I just don't have nails to do that with.
Batman.
I'm Batman. So these energies are causing you to doubt your own self, your own intuitive hits, your own gifts. And that's what this is all about, is that these otherworldly energies are so high right now that your intuitive hits seems out of touch, when in actuality they are in touch, kind of like what happened at the beginning of our live today. When we were doing these card readings, I was so out of touch because of the high energy output. Even I felt it. So we're all feeling it. You're not, your intuitive hits are correct. They're on point. So do not go into the mental momentum of food and hunger, basically of starvation. Go into this aspect of being your true self, says the grumpy fire fairy. Sorry, grumpy red fairy. Fire fairy. Still, fire, red. So, be your true self. Listen to what your intuitive hits are. Now, what the stars taught me while I was going through this beginning transition of listening to my guides is that your first hit is always spot on. It's the second hit that always counters the first hit, which means that the second hit is not from you. It's from the otherworldly beings that are trying to keep you stuck in their vibrational frequency, which means that you need to poo-poo all second, third, fourth, and fifth thoughts that come in after the first. It's always the first thought that is correct. It's the second, third, fourth, and fifth that is not. So if the first thought is neutral, has no positivity, has no negativity, that is the very first thought you need to hold on to. Every other thought after that is false. Block it off. Push it away. If that's how I learned how to listen to what my guides are saying, is by listening to the first thought and shutting down everything else afterwards. It's always that first thought. If it's a number, if it's a word, if it's a letter, if it's a picture, that's always the very first thought for me. And then I would go based off of that. There are always beings behind the scene going, psst, hey you. Mm-hmm. You want a cookie? I'm Batman. A moment's regret card is all about nostalgia, idolizing the past, fearing you've made a mistake. So be very conscientious of this coming in. A moment's regret card. Nostalgia, idolizing the past, fearing you've made a mistake. Every time that word comes in, I've made a mistake, or that thought that comes in, I've made a mistake, I think I made a boo-boo, I think I made it owie, it's false. Because you've never made a mistake and you never will. Just because something happened within your experience and somebody got hurt doesn't mean that it's your fault. The reason why that happened is because you're creating a soul story. You are finishing that part of their chapter. And that's all up on them. It has nothing to do with you. How you walk away from it, what you walk away with, is what matters. So never think that you've done something wrong. Just know that it was there. It happened for a reason, to help you, help them, help you. You got the Tao Station saying resilient, bold, and sussy. Be sussy with the information that comes in. Be bold with your gifts. And be resilient when the negative forces are against you. Be, what do you call that? Adaptable to any situation. Basically, kind of like how bamboo is in a storm. Bamboo is the strongest wood. It can withstand thousands upon thousands of pounds of wind and still stand up straight. And another resilience is walking through the desert of never feeling hot, or walking through a blizzard of never feeling cold, being adaptable in any situation. So be adaptable, be resilient, be bold with who you are, and be sassy with the information that comes in. And that allows you to get out of that food and hunger of being so-called spiritually starved of information, but changing it up to knowing that that buffet is yours to begin with. So eat what you want. Do you have anything to say with that?
Oh, I did. I stopped thinking about it.
How about this one? What do you get with this one? Because I don't think I read that one yet.
So, you know that scripture that says, love your neighbor as you love yourself? Turn that around. Love yourself so that you can love your neighbor. There is new levels of love that they want you to what's that word? Set your intention for. So anytime that something comes up, remember what Kidd was channeling, in that you don't ever do anything wrong. If a critical thought comes up, you immediately shush that. And this is loving yourself on another level. This will bring you into new creativity and emotional awakening, which will ultimately bring a lot of fulfillment for yourself. It's really a beautiful place to be.
It's beautiful. So, your step to victory. Ooh. If this blank my desire, you're going to put your desire. If this desire of mine, I desire, is mine, I cannot lose it. If it is not, give me its equivalence. Give me its equivalent. If this blank I desire is mine, I cannot lose it. If it is not, give me its equivalent? I don't get that.
What's that? What don't you get?
That give me its equivalent. That doesn't make sense to me. Just the way that it's worded, like.
Don't you remember? The one affirmation. Let me pull that up. Oh, hang on.
Okay.
It says, "Show me how good it can get." This, and then you said, "Well, give me the best thing on this lot." That's the equivalent.
Okay.
Okay, so that's what that's saying.
Give me the equivalent energy of what I'm desiring.
Yeah, exactly. If what I'm desiring is not a zero-sum game, a win-win for me and for anyone else, then would it be safe to say, with harm to none, give me the equivalence of something that will bring immense joy into my life.
There you go. That's perfect. Share, please. We are building HVU back up. Help a kid out.
That's so funny.
So Miss G says, I blame myself for his addiction, so makes sense. So I think I can speak for Candi about this, is that she could also went the same way with my addiction. My addiction to crystal meth. My addiction to all those other drugs, heroin, cocaine, sex, alcohol, opiates, done it all. And Candi could have, went down that road of, it's my fault. I'm the one that brought you up. I'm the one that destroyed you. When in actuality, it has nothing to do with her in the first place. That was my choice. I decided I wanted to do it, even though I said I never would touch drugs.
And what would it serve to blame myself? I then would be faltering and not able to move on with life or help myself or anyone else. So, your son got himself into that. Your son can get himself out of that. Remember, when someone comes up to you and says, well, God is going to judge you for that, well, how do you know? You're not sitting on his throne with him. So don't be God for someone else. God will be God for each and every one of us. Not that you know what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. So, choices have to be made. You can't make those choices for him, good or bad.
I am going to say this, though. The day that she decided to leave me stranded at the place where I stole their car, yes. I'm going to be transparent. I stole over $5,000 from them, from my parents. I stole their car. I went cities away. And when I was out of food, water, gas, everything that you could imagine, and the only thing that I had left was the clothes on my back, they came and picked up the car and stranded me there. And I could have held on to that, but that was the best thing that they could have ever done for me, and I will never hold that against them. Reason being is because that was the catalyst of me changing. That allowed me to finally go onto that path. So whatever choice that you make, no matter what comes out of that person's mouth that you blame yourself with, if they say, I'm blaming you, this or the other thing, trust me, it will, once they flip over, if they decide to, now that's their choice, like my choice was that, they will thank you. Because tough love, like what Donna says, tough love helps somebody out like us. We need that tough love sometimes. And I'm over I'm coming up to 9 years clean. February 14th, 2016 was my clean day. So 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 8 years coming up to 9. So, and I do not blame them whatsoever. So just know that whatever that you choose out of love, they will thank you for it.
Now, on the flip side, it was not easy for me to do. Mm-hmm. For every mile that I left my son back there, I felt heavier and heavier, and I went into full-blown grief. And after about a week or two, my husband came into the room where I was, and he said, I know that was hard. He said, but you've stopped living. You've got to find a way to get back into life. You have to. You don't have a choice. You've got to join me in life. And that's all he said, and he left the room. And I sat and pondered that and made my decision. I had to face, in order to make that decision, I had to face what really scared me. And so I asked myself that question, what really scares me? Getting that phone call. would you come identify your son's body? And so, could I handle it? Yeah. Would I like it?
No.
No. Would it hurt? Yeah. Could I heal from it? Yeah. Okay. Now that I got that down, I can move on. And I did. And when I did that, it cut the ties between us. And you felt that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that
really began part of my cleanup.
Mm-hmm. The next step I made, I was told to start sending them text messages, which was things like, I'm really proud of you for the decisions that you're making that is bringing your life into the direction of health and happiness, something forward. And when he first got that text, he sneered at it.
I'm like, ugh, there she goes, texting me again. Leave me alone.
And that went on for a little while until I always made it like a practice to do it at the same time. And this one day I was late, and he started to cry. Why isn't Mom texting me? And he realized at that point that I became his lifeline. Same thing, babe. It doesn't matter who. Same thing. So he then started to respond positively, and then he came out of it. Got clean, got a job, eventually moved back home. And then here he is.
Almost 9 years later. Clean. Oh.
I would so hug you, Miss G. I get it. It's hard.
Ooh. Mm-hmm. That's good.
Is this for...
Yep, that's for Miss G.
There is a place that I am to fill and no one else can fill. Something I am to do which no one else can do. A purpose. Is it going to... There it is.
That is perfect, Miss G. That is perfect. You've spent 5 years planting those seeds. Now it's up to him if he wants them watered. So he'll make that choice when he is ready. You make your choices from here on out that is going to benefit you. Do not put all your energy towards that situation anymore. This is your step to victory. There is a place that I, meaning you, I am to fill, and no one else can fill it. Something I am able to do, which no one else can do. That is
Truth.
for you.
Truth.
Only you. Mm-hmm. There is a place that you need to say that, there is a place that I am to fill, and no one else can fill. Something that I am to do, which no one else can do. From here on out, with harm to none, I am open and ready to receive. All right, so Doug. Doug.
So, you know what? Here's a really great example. Okay, so the three of us, him, Dad, and me, we went to Kauai, right? And Dad was driving the rental, and we went to park, and he drove up on the bumper. I mean, on the, what do you call it?
Are you talking about Hawaii?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kauai. Where he, you know the cement thing where the parking is? He drove up on that and got stuck, and immediately he went like this.
And looking at me.
And Kidd says, "What are you looking at me for? I'm not driving. You did this."
What?
So we can all make choices to blame someone else when it's not their fault, but that's just not taking responsibility for your own actions. And you have to realize that and not be hard on them, not be critical of them. Just realize that they're not at that place yet. Anyways, we had a big laugh over it. And And we still laugh at it. And we were driving somewhere else, and I said, yeah, is Dad going to give you the kawaii look?
All right, so Doug. Let's see. Ooh.
Oh, that's beautiful and so hopeful, Dana. Dana says, help yourself, not him. I left my guy because of crack cocaine 4 years. 4 years later, he came back. We've been together 34 years now.
Oh, that is amazing.
Yep. So there's something about, hindering the healing by helping. When I walked away, when Dana walked away, when we decided to move on with our life, because you know what? You want to play Fuck City? Go ahead. I'm not. I've got things to do and myself
places to see.
Yes. They feel that.
People to feed.
And think about it. It's like if you're in a group and you're all walking somewhere and all of a sudden they're way ahead, you're like, wait a minute, I'm being left behind. That's what happens.
So, Miss G, if you would like to go a step further, Candi and I are more than willing to bring his consciousness into a safe space for you to talk to his soul without any physical hindrance. You can find our schedule on...
I already posted it. Mm-hmm. It's pinned.
Yeah, so it's the manifestation, right?
Yep.
So we do not charge for our services, but we do accept love donations or love gifts. So that is...
And appreciate them.
We do
it's
appreciate
how we
them.
help pay for our bills.
But we can most definitely bring that safe space so you can let your heart out and let his soul know exactly how you feel in a safe space. That is just you, him, and us. Or his spirit self, I mean. So, Doug... There's a lot of rejection going on within your experience. One, you're feeling exiled. You have the exile card. You feel a part of, not like you're a part of something, but more of you are separated from mentality, physicality, spirituality, and it's causing mayhem within your experience. There is something that you have written within your soul space, which is manifesting certain things in the physicality, which is causing certain things to happen within your own being, that is causing a certain transition into a lower frequency, which is causing all of this resentment to come up, and your guides are saying, throw that shit over your shoulder and call the Baggage Begone hotline. 1-800 Begone hotline. How can I take care of your shit for you? Type stuff. So you need to call help of their spiritual team to get rid of whatever is weighing you down. Now, this exile, this separatism that's within your life was written by, most likely, a foreign entity that is not yourself, which caused mayhem within your soul space, which is causing the separatism of your soul and your physical body, which is causing certain aspects to show up. You do have 2 little witches, and these 2 little witches come in and bring a magical space of clearing time. Now, if you accept these two little witches to help you to clear time, they will also help to clear the soul contracts within your experience as long as you are willing to put in the work of letting it all go. You also have the Growing Up card, and this Growing Up card is all about wanting to grow in experience, rejection of perpetual youth. So that's where I got the rejection from, is this card. There is something that is being rejected within your soul space, most likely from these karmic soul contracts that were created within your experience, not from yourself, but from another foreign entity that is not of yourself, which is causing all of this distraught to happen. And you're also being, what do you call that? Manipulated by the spiritual entities, causing you to see the spiritual realm in the wrong way. The reason why I'm saying that is because of this card, the Third Eye card. These beings right here are saying that your visions have been impaired and your manifestation and meditation have been out of whack. So you need to get yourself back into the alignment of the physical, mental, and spiritual aspects of the Trinity of three that you are by stepping into and using all 18 senses. You got 6 senses of the physical, 6 senses of the mental, and 6 senses of the spiritual. And every six senses that you have needs to be used to be able to get you back into the balance of the physical, mental, and spiritual aspect of yourself to create the power that is needed to have the creation of the universal flow back into your experience. So basically what I'm saying in a kindergarten way is you need to rewrite your life the way that you truly desire it. Okay, so your steps to victory.
Infinite Spirit, don't let me miss a trick.
Misty says, oh my gosh, yes, I want to do that. So I book a session on the website, correct? I got so excited I wasn't listening.
Let me post it again.
I think the link to our session is also on our description. If that one doesn't work, we might have to change that one. You can go to...
I just got it from our calendar.
Yeah, I'm talking about the description of the video on the YouTube or Facebook.
Oh, okay.
We haven't changed it there, so I don't know if that one's correct or if we need to redo it, is what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah, that. She'll put the link as well, so you can just use that link. Oh.
Diane said that was her favorite card.
Oh, that's awesome.
Infinite Spirit, don't let me miss a trick. Diane, you are so brilliant. You just have levels of brilliancy.
I'm sorry, I did miss a card. The Six of Swords. And this one's all about moving from trauma. So I just gave you the steps to help you to move from trauma back into your safe space to help transition you into the right way. And then this one also says better days coming and relief. So if you do decide to make these steps, Doug, you will have relief and better days will be coming as long as you make the steps that you desire to let go of whatever that is holding you back.
Our website is HVU Mega.
It's
HVU.
www.hvumag HVUMAGA.wordpress.com. Sorry, I just bit my tongue.
Ouch.
HVUMAGA.wordpress.com. All right, so that was Doug. Doug. Now it's time for Timmy Tam Tam.
Now, why didn't that go blue?
Which one? Oh, it did. It's right there.
Okay, it didn't on my... Look at... This is blue, but that isn't, so I thought I did something wrong.
I see it blue over here.
Okay, great. That's
But if not, it's easy to type it out as well. HVUMAGA.wordpress.com. Mm-hmm. You can also put HVUMAGA and just Google, and you'll find it there too.
It's good to know.
Yeah. I would have tried it out. Because there's nothing else named HVU. So
we have loved doing all these readings. Tammy's next.
Tammy,
are you listening?
we've been live for 2 hours and almost 30 minutes.
Wow. We got to get off. Yeah. Real soon. I guess we won't be chit-chatting afterwards, guys. We're just going to get off and maybe go eat and then sleep.
All right. So I wonder what's going on with Tammy this time. What's going on with your love life, honey? Close those legs. No. I'm just playing. All right. Well, this reading kind of seems like that someone is going to be coming into your experience.
That's what was said last time, too. Someone was going to be leaving their experience, was said last time.
Yeah, well, somebody new is coming in because I'm getting love. So, you got the Empress card upside down. And this card's all about dependence, smothering, emptiness, and noisiness. So, this one's about the negativity of what's happening within your experience is that there is noisiness, but you're also feeling an emptiness at the same time. It's kind of like you're standing in an empty room and you hear your own echo, you hear your own breathing, you hear your own heartbeat. The room is empty, but it's very noisy. You see how that is? So a room could be empty, but it could be noisy at the same time because all you hear is... So you're hearing your... Right?
Heartbeat.
Your heart beating, you're breathing, you're hearing a lot of other stuff, but the room is empty. Nobody's around you. So... there needs to be more dependence upon yourself. You need to depend upon yourself more. Stop smothering your own energies in thoughts that are not yours.
Oh, that's
because
a big one.
your mind is going miles per minute. Thoughts are going through and you can't even see or comprehend what they're saying. But every thought is a creation, which means that if your mind is going, you need to shush it and cancel everything that it's creating because you have no control over those thoughts at this moment because they're not yours. Which means that you need to knock on your brain and go, shut the fuck up because I'm trying to sleep here. I'm trying to manifest. I am doing my cancel. Let's try. I am doing my absolute best to manifest the best thing in my life with harm to none.
So what I have seen happen in my life when thoughts were doing that, it just was a flash, but I would say, yes. Oh, I feel that way. Oh, yeah, And that's you agreeing to them. You are... When we do that, we are manifesting that crap into our lives. And guess what? It's not even your thought. So what do they want you to manifest?
Anything that is positive, anything that is negative is usually not yours. The negativity thoughts are most definitely not yours. The positive thoughts are a 50-50. They could be yours or they could be somebody else's. The neutral thoughts is where the guides come in. They don't take sides of negativity or positivity. They never take sides of negativity or positivity until you are absolutely sure and understand how your guides speak to you. My guides would never say anything negative or say anything positive until I understood the vibrational frequency of their words. And now they're like, bitch, shut the fuck up. Oh, okay. I'm doing something bad, okay.
And like, remember today when my team told me, remember your kindness. It wasn't positive or negative, it was neutral. Remember your kindness.
Remember where you stand. Watch where you walk. Those are all neutral because they're not taking parts. They are reminding you. That's the way that you can tell that your guides are speaking to you. They never take part until you fully understand or comprehend their language. It's kind of like teaching somebody how to speak Chinese or a different language, Spanish, English, Italian, French. They never use anything negative or positive at that moment until you understand that word. Same thing with your guides. So, dependence, smothering, emptiness, noisiness. We went over that. You got the protection card. There needs to be more protection within your energetic atmosphere, energetic heart space, energetic everything. Before you leave the house, before you leave a store to go to another store. Well, that's what we should have done, but did we? No, of course not.
No, we didn't. We were so distracted.
So,
Yeah.
when you do these steps, wait, before I move forward. The next step after those two is this step, Dress of Alchemy card. And this Dress of Alchemy card is saying, release your power. After you get done with quieting your mind, remember, an empty mind is a pure mind. A pure mind gets you to your goal. When you do not have an empty mind, your mind never gets you to your desired goal. It always brings you to a, what do you call that? A fork in the road. It always brings you to that fork in the road. So you need to quiet your mind to be able to get you back onto the right path that you're always walking on. Whenever you're walking on the right path, you never get to a fork in the road because you're always just walking. You don't see any other path but the path lit in front of you. So, release your power and release any type of power that has a hold on you. Release any type of power that is empowering you in the way that shouldn't be empowered. Kind of like we want to go from, going from nuclear energy to free energy. So you cut off the nuclear energy and go to the free energy. Same thing with this. Your next card is All in the Golden Afternoon. All in the Golden Afternoon. And this card is saying inspiration, creative spark, imagination, and conception. Through the conception of understanding where your imagination lies, it allows you to have the inspiration to have that creative spark within you to create the manifestation that you truly desire. And when you do that, when you do all of that, this is going to come to fruition for you or somebody that you love. In your experience, there is going to be more of that love coming into your experience to envelop you as you walk through it to get into your authentic self. And when you stand in your authentic self, you're going to get a knock knock on the door, your guides are saying. And the knock knock is going to be something like this. The Venetians. And the Venetians are all about romance, soulmates, and empathy. So someone new is going to be coming into your experience, and I'm not saying that it's going to be a love at first sight, But it is going to be somebody that is going to help you transition into a higher frequency.
Wow.
So keep that in mind, that somebody is going to come into your experience. It could be a love, maybe not.
Remember when your team told you that someone would be coming into your life with love?
Yeah.
And then you got a puppy? So don't discount anything. Just keep your mind open and stay neutral and the observer.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All
You
right.
got a puppy. Okay, last one.
Seven.
Avatar. Mm-hmm.
Okay, these card readings have been deep.
Yeah, they have. What did you see? Two of our family members said, this is like a therapy session for me. I mean, talk about, that's healing for
Learning
them.
from others, learning from other people's card readings, because you never know what's going to stand out for you.
Yeah. I mean, we are doing some very, very deep work right here. We as in us, the team, you guys are doing it too.
And most people...
All of us are doing it together.
Most people that do these type of card readings do one card readings, and it's like, this is what's happening. Okay, there you go. Next! We go in depth. We won't be able to do that once we get to, like, lots of people. Well, no, we could. We'll just have to limit how many card readings that we do. Because everybody can learn from them.
They can. Mm-hmm.
But we do, what do you call that? You guys can also set up a session with us so we can do a personalized card reading as well. So we can always just do that as well. And we go even deeper with those things because you're able to talk to us physically and actually ask questions, and I'll pull out even more cards to answer those questions. Mm-hmm. Kind of like what...
And I get my downloads and hits too. Mm-hmm. And while he's doing that, I'm doing a clearing. So I mean, it's like, you know, we get the shit flung off of you, so that you can actually see the wisdom and get clarity as this is coming through. It's absolutely amazing. And you know what? We need you guys healed and whole and happy and loving, because
Candy and I can't be doing this by ourselves.
no way. We need you guys, to be standing shoulder to shoulder with us in all of this, whatever this is. It's exhausting.
Set up a session with us. We'll train you on how we're doing our own stuff, so you could do it too.
So just an example, we have a gentleman that makes a session with us about once or twice a week, and he talks about a job, and this has happened 2 or 3 times now, where the people aren't going to pay him because they are unhappy with something, and they're holding it over his head. And so Kidd pulls out his cards, the stars speak. He gets his word of what he has to clear and how he needs to focus, and we get a phone call the next day. Guess what? I got paid. And then there was the person that he wanted to work with him, and he couldn't get a hold of this person. And so the stars spoke. Kidd related. He cleared himself of what the stars were saying. He texts that night and says, guess who reached out to me? So, I mean, it's amazing what happens during a session when you get your information and you act on it. And this stuff just, it's like fogginess just leaves.
I forgot.
A card for...
Yeah, Tammy. Steps to victory.
Tammy, we didn't forget about you.
Yes, we did.
Okay.
See, we're transparent.
I cannot lose anything that belongs to me by divine right. I am under grace and not under law.
Ooh. Oh, that works as well. So Diane says work, knock knock, meaning that work is also anything could be a significant other relationship spouse type energy. So keep that in mind as well. Not just, thank you, not just pets or animals, but something related to physical work or something good is going to be, it's basically, it's just another door. There you go. Just another door.
That was for Tammy?
That was for Tammy.
All right, Tammy. We love you.
All right. So, 777. I don't know what seems to be going on within your experience. I don't know if somebody is going to be leaving your experience because this one's all about wealth and inheritance.
Ooh.
So, kind of feels like that something is going to be coming into your experience that is going to be giving you great wealth. It could be money. It could be a house. It could be anything that is here for your benefit that is going to help you move forward. And it is going to be from another person. That's what the inheritance is all about. It's a transference of certain type of wealth, we should say. But be very careful at this moment because you got the patience card, meaning that if you're impatient and you want it now, and if you are striving to get it now with the wrong mindset, the wrong thoughts, the wrong feelings, the wrong power you are using, because remember, if you use your own power, well, you're screwed. You don't use your own power when you are manifesting. You do not use your own power when you are creating. You never use your own power, especially with this one, when you are healing. You need to use Mother Gaia's and Father Sources. You always use the infinite energy of the universe, not the limited energy of your own. Your energy is for you to use for yourself alone. Not for manifestation, but for creative aspects of yourself.
Dana says, think of that brat in Willy Wonka.
Which brat? The one with
There's lots of them.
They're all brats. Are you talking about the blueberry girl? It tastes like blueberries.
What about the girl who fell down the chicken thing? She was the bossy one.
Oh yeah, I hate that one. The golden goose. I want the golden goose.
Yeah.
Okay, so energies are at your service. All those higher infinite energies are at your service. It's all about connecting to and establishing a link between you and that energy to be able to conduct through you. You cannot just, you cannot just connect to the manifestation without being connected to that infinite source first. You need to connect to the infinite source first before you start your manifestation process, which is why meditation is very, very, very important when you are doing the preparation before the manifestation process. So, do the manifestation process, do the linking with the infinite energy before you go into that stage. And when you do go into that stage, the 3 witchy sisters are here to help you out with the power of 3, meaning the trinity of the physical, mental, and spiritual aspects. When one is out of alignment, all 3 become out of alignment of the physical, mental, or spiritual. And when you are into that alignment, you then get connected to the infinite source, which then you start manifesting what you truly desire within your experience. You got the Who in the World Are You card saying, getting to know the new you, meaning that the you that you have, that you are right now, is technically a new you, because you are a new you every second of every day, because it's like your skin. Your skin sheds every second of every day, which means that a part of you is always new. And that's how you need to see your spiritual aspect. Every second of every day is a new you. And the old you disappears. So you're always starting over from ground zero and always moving forward. You're never going backwards. And that inheritance, wealth, fortune, and family tradition comes from the Ten of Pentacles. So, and it says family tradition, so it could be that something is going to be happening. I don't know exactly what yet. Oh no, it broke. Oh well.
Seriously?
Yeah. What do you get with this card? Baby card. Basically starting new?
Well, what is it that you say? Even when we level up, let's say we're in kindergarten, there's level 1, 2, 3. You move to first grade, level 1, 2, 3. You move to 12th grade, level 1, 2, 3. Remember? That's what the star showed you it's like.
So every aspect of the 3D, 4D, 5D is basic. What do you call that? Every time, every dimensional frequency has a 3D, 4D, 5D, which means that every time that you level up and you go up a dimension, that other dimension below you leaves. And the reason why that feels like that you're going backwards sometimes is because within that dimensional frequency, you have a 3D, 4D, 5D. And then when you go to the next one, you have a 3D, 4D, 5D. It's always a 3D, 4D, 5D. How it is up, so it is down. How it is down, so it is up. It's always going to be the same. It's never going to change with that. But the only thing that does change is that the dimensional frequency, when you level up to the next one with that 3D, 4D, 5D, the one that you just jumped disappears, falls away, and dies. You can't go back to that dimensional frequency. The only way that you are going backwards is by going 3D, 4D, 5D, back down to 3D. You don't go down a dimension, you're always going up dimensions. The other dimensions that you jump from get deleted. They disappear. So you're always moving forward. Never think that you're ever going backwards. You're just like, oh, okay, I went back down to 3D again. Okay, so it's time to build myself back up again. So that's what this is all about. Taking those baby steps. Every baby step that you make is like an ant. You need to see yourself as an ant, and you need to see your body making that baby step. How big is that baby step when you see yourself as an ant making that big baby step? It's earth-shattering, mountain squashing steps. That's how you need to see every baby step that you make of yourself. Ooh, my energy level just plummeted down to 0. So the very last card that I have, second to the last card that I have for you from your guides, the Syrians A are saying artistic, integrity, and honesty. Have more integrity of yourself. Be honest with how you truly feel. Be honest with who you truly are. Use the artistic side of you to find the gems in the rough. And also, stand in your authentic self. Never allow somebody to tell you who you are, but you tell yourself, I am who I am, and I love who I am, and who I am have been made to be. Remember, nothing defines who you are, but your energy does define your physical appearance. So, if you guys have ever watched the movie Hansel and Gretel, they said in that movie that dark witches, black witches, cannot hide their physical appearance. It shows in their teeth and their skin. And it's the same thing with us. When we are in a low vibrating frequency, it's going to show on our face. And the way that we can see it for ourselves is by standing in front of a mirror. Because every mirror is a portal, which means on the other side of that portal is called a mimic. And it mimics your energy. So how you see yourself in the mirror is not really how you really look. It's just the mimic mimicking your energy output.
So this, you asked about this. This is talking about her connection to the elements. The earth, fire, air, and water. And the inheritance that she has received through that connection, which is wealth and fortune and family tradition. So what is that, the droids? No, druids. The druids are connected to the physical realm, right? The earth, wind, water, and rain.
The elements. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm sorry, fire. So they want her to get started with that. They're going to be bringing, when the student is ready, the teacher shows up, right? They're going to be bringing people into her life that are going to help her to level up.
To develop her spiritual skills.
Yes, and look at this card. This is all part of...
Show it. Show her.
It's all part of the earth, fire, air, and water. Look at the power. This is you, my love.
Your power of using the elementals. Ooh, she's an elemental.
Now, look at the chakra system right there. It's all related.
And the three witchy sisters are here to help you to step into that power, because the power of three, we are the power of three, physical, mental, and spiritual. But within us is also every, what do you call that? Every element, which is why our body can heat up and cool down. Fire, water, breathing, wind. Our brain sends electrical stuff into our body, which our bodies conduct electricity, lightning.
So, 777, do you remember the Ents on Lord of the Rings? The trees that speak and walk and talk, okay? The Ent came to me in the Hall of the Gods and asked me if it could plant its seed in my heart. And I said yes. It is asking you if it could plant its seed in your heart. And if you would like that, let me know, and I will walk you through it really quick before we go. And we got to read this still too, right?
Yes. So your steps to victory is: I deny this appearance of disease. Ooh. I deny this appearance. And what were we just talking about? Our energy defines our physical appearance. Mm-hmm. So I deny this appearance of dis-ease. It is unreal. Therefore, it cannot register in my consciousness. I am a perfect idea in divine mind, pure substance, expressing perfection. Yeah. Gosh
Okay,
damn,
so
camera.
Avatar, you remember me talking about when the seed grew, I felt the roots grow down, and I saw them, and then the branches grew up, and this is where I got the crystalline tree. Okay? Now, Kidd was offered the same thing, and he grew the shadow tree, which is the roots up and the tree down, because he deals more in the shadow realm, and I deal more in the light realm. So, as you meditate on this, as you think about it, as you feel the seed, you'll know which way it grows, if you get the shadow tree or the crystalline tree.
And this goes for everybody if everybody would like to take part.
Yes, absolutely. Okay. Take a...
And also for those that are watching later. So close your damn eyes. No spite.
All right, so just center yourself. I like to close my eyes, if you can. Take a deep, clarifying breath. Clear your mind. Shush any thoughts. So the ant is coming. Asks if he can place his hand on your chest and plant the seed. You just answer him, yes or no. Great job. And then that's it. Now allow that seed to grow. And that tree, whether it's the shadow or the crystalline, they're both equally powerful, equally beautiful. Will be a place of where you can do your meditation. I see myself under the tree, and I see energies just moving, circles around me. Animals have come to meet me there. A unicorn, a rhinoceros, but not. It's different than our rhinoceroses. It was really interesting. Apollo has come to meet me there. Children have come to meet me there, and they were singing. Birds are in my tree. And this tree connects you with every plant in this world. And you can feel what's going on all over the world. And you can talk to the plants and allow them to talk to you. You can use this as healing. Plants are very healing, and the energy is amazing. Well, I look forward to very great things happening to those who have decided to do this.
So this is kind of like what it looks like with her tree versus my tree.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
See how her tree grows up? My tree grew down like this. Now, when I was introduced to my tree, first thing that came up was fear. Reason being is because we were taught shadow is evil. Shadow's not evil. Dark ones. The dark is evil. I never used shadow because what's funny is that when I was dealing with the cancer in my lungs and somebody was trying to help me out with healing, she brought light into my body, which caused my body to go in shock, and it started hurting really, really bad. So I completely stopped that, and I decided to try something new. I brought shadow into my spiritual being, and guess what started happening? I started to heal. I felt at ease. I felt peaceful. I am not a light being. I can't deal with the light. I can stand with the light being and do light work, but I cannot bring light into my body. I can only bring shadow. And shadow is what I connect to best, because that is where I belong with the information. Information comes from the shadow selves, from the shadow area, because the shadows is where everything is connected, like the root system of a tree. It is all about connecting with each other in the shadows. It's all about the connection. It's all about information. And that's where also the water feeds the tree. Under the earth, in the shadow, where there's no light.
That's amazing.
Right? So that's where information comes from, is from shadow people, shadow beings. Light beings bring the healing and the revealing and whatever else that is needed up top. The light, the heat, the warmth, the love. When the shadow brings the connection, brings the perfection, brings people together with information. So there are people out there that can delve into both. I'm not one that can delve into both. I'm just shadow. And she's light. So she's my opposite. And we work very well together like that. So, so do not bring any fear if you're using shadow. It's not evil. The dark is. So whenever somebody's saying shadow self or heal your shadow or heal your ego, get rid of your shadow, never get rid of your shadow, just get rid of the dark. Which is why I say, all lost souls of the dark, I bind you and hand you and deliver you into the hands of the goddess without power or craft. All dark beings, dark situations, dark entities, dark whatever, I bind you and deliver you into the hands of the goddess without power or craft. So if light doesn't work for you, try shadow.
You are so welcome.
All right, are we done?
Yeah, we're done.
Yes, we were on for 3 hours.
3 hours. 9, 10, 11. We did 11 readings.
Yeah.
Last time we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. 9.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay, 11 seems to be the average.
And we didn't leave anybody else out, so next week we'll start a whole new list.
Yeah. That's
All
exciting.
right. All right, you guys. We love you so much. Thank you so much for being here and connecting and sharing our live and, participating in everything that you did and learning and just being here and listening is an honor to be able to have you guys. We love you guys. We will see you guys next week for Wacky Wednesday. We will be doing our collective tuning. I don't feel that we're going to be doing it tonight, but I do feel that we might, or today, we might do it tonight, but we might do it tomorrow too.
What's that?
The collective tuning.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So we might just do it tomorrow. I don't know. But if we're called to do it tonight, then we're going to do it tonight. If you guys would like to sign up, she already sent the link. It is by the honor system. We ask for $24 a month, not a week, but we do meet in the field every week to get you guys cleared and ready to go for whatever comes your way.
All right.
All right, you guys.
Love y'all.
Love you. And we'll see you guys next week. Tra-la-la.
And Wendy, enjoy your reading.